have made a video like this in the past, although it was a top 10 moves Pokemon can learn, but shouldn't be able to. Do like that video if you actually liked it, because that just makes sense, doesn't it? Well, it should, anyway. Now, this video might contain a bit of raging, just a bit, so headphone users, be warned. Now, I think that we've all trained up a Pokemon for the National Pokedex or for our team or something like that, and we've realised that their typing is a bit odd, and I'm going to be going over 10 of those in this video. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Number 10, Execute. Now, this one may be a bit weird to you guys, may be wondering what's wrong with it. Now, Execute is a grass type, and you guys, like I said, are probably wondering what is wrong with Execute being a grass type. Isn't it seeds? Well, no, it's definitely a pile of eggs. I've been over this in other videos, it's definitely a pile of eggs. And the grass type may also make sense with the egg part, because it's a natural food. But the problem is eggs comes out of a chicken's butt, so shouldn't it be normal type or something like that? And you also may be wondering, Executor, that should make sense to be a grass type, and yes, it does. Executor makes perfect sense to be a grass type, because it's a palm tree. Or at least I think it is. It's a palm tree with faces, or something like that. So, that definitely does make sense. It's a tree of some kind, and you can definitely tell just by looking at the sprite right there. You can tell, can't you? So, that makes sense, but Execute, not so much. Number 9, Farfetch'd is a normal flying type. Now, you may be wondering, what's wrong with a normal flying type? There's plenty of them. Too many of them. Every single flying type has a normal type. Apart from, literally, Tornadus, Noibat, and Northern. Every single one has a normal type apart from those 3. So you may be wondering, what's so weird about Farfetch'd being a normal flying type? It's literally the same with everything. Now, this can count for every other third Pokemon, but I'm specifically focusing on Farfetch'd. Now, Farfetch'd is a bit of a forgotten Pokemon, and it would make sense if it was a pure flying type, because there's literally one Pokemon that's Tornadus that is a pure flying type. So if Farfetch'd was that as well, it wouldn't be that forgotten. And Farfetch'd also, I think, would probably make one of the most bird types that would make the most sense to just be a pure flying type, because it's a natural bird type of thing. You may argue that it's a duck, but I'm pretty sure it's a bird, and it even has a leap that it could use to glide. I wonder if it's got a leak in its sink.
Would you look at the leak in your sink?
Number 8, Psyduck and Golduck are psychic types. I've been over this one before as well, but I need to cover it in this video as well because it's a bit weird. Now, Psyduck literally has psychic in its name. Psyduck, as in psychic duck. Golduck doesn't have anything like that in its name, but its appearance definitely makes it look like a psychic type, as you can see. Number 7, Doduo and Dodrio are normal flying types. Now, like Farfetch'd, this is a bit weird, because Farfetch'd deserves to be a normal flying type. Or, like I said, a pure flying type. But Doduo and Dodrio, not so much. They aren't even birds. They fly by spinning their necks around. Take that into consideration and say that is a bird. That is really weird. It's nothing like a bird. Number 6, Unknown is a psychic type. Now, Unknown is probably one of the weirdest Pokemon that's ever been created. The reason why is because it's literally letters and a very small amount of punctuation being the exclamation mark and the question mark. So it's literally letters and the exclamation mark and question mark with eyes. So Unknown, it's pretty unknown, if that makes sense. But the thing is, that really gets me, it's psychic type. Now, you may be thinking, oh, letters and punctuation, people use that, so people that's generally clever and, like, way back would use punctuation, and right a lot further back would use letters and words. Now that does make sense, but this is like now-ish. If you look in the Pokemon like timeline, it's around like late 90s to noughties, and now in the 2010 and above. So it really is like, it's weird. There shouldn't really be a psychic type, there should be normal type. Especially by the fact that Unknown's only move that it can learn at all, no TMs, no egg moves, and especially no tutor moves, but the only move it can learn is Hidden Power, which by the way is a normal type move, and it can vary depending on the area that it's in, but it is a normal type move, so it really should just be a normal type. Number 5. Snowball and Granbull are fairy types. This does not make any sense at all. Snowball, maybe just a tiny bit of sense, it's a weird fairy type of dog type of thing, but Granbull, it doesn't make any sense at all. It's literally a bald dog standing on its back, 2 legs. That's just pink. That's it. It really shouldn't be a fairy type, because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing in any fairy tale that is like that. So it should just probably be a normal type. Also about the fact that the only moves that they can learn by level up are Play Rough and Charm, and those are the only 2 fairy type moves it can learn by level up. It can learn more by TM, and that's about it, but literally, level up is only Play Rough and Charm, which is a bit weird considering the fact that they're fairy types. Number 4. Jirachi is a Psychic Steel type. This is really weird. Jirachi in its appearance, as you can see, looks absolutely nothing like a Steel type. It looks like a pure Psychic type, or even a Psychic normal type, or a normal Psychic if you want to mix it up. But the thing is, it might make more sense to be a Steel type if it could learn more moves. But the only move it can learn by level up, which is a Steel type move, is Doom Desire, and the only one it can learn by TM is Flash Cannon. That's it. Its appearance has nothing to do with Steel types, and it can only learn 2 Steel type moves. One of them's only by level up, and the other one's by a TM. That is weird considering the fact that it's supposed to be Steel type, but it clearly shouldn't be. Number 3. Empoleon is a Water Steel type. Now, Empoleon is literally the same type of thing that's just been with Jirachi. Now, the thing is, Jirachi is a Steel type definition and Steel. Empoleon is a Water Steel type, and it's like the exact same. The only thing that has in its appearance that reminds me of the Steel type is the trident on its head, and it can only learn one, and I mean one, Steel type move through level up. So, like with the trident, it makes it more obvious that it's supposed to be Steel type, but it still doesn't work, seeing as the only move it can learn by level up, which is a Steel type move, is Metal Claw, and then it can learn other ones like Steel Wing through TM, which is a bit odd considering the fact that it's supposed to be Steel type. So generally you'd have things probably like Steel Wing to be a level up move, but it isn't. It's odd, and it's like Jirachi, but not as bad, considering the fact that it's got Trident. But I don't like Pokemon that appears to be wearing clothes, because I think it just looks absolutely ridiculous, as I expect you can agree. Number 2. Barrel is a normal water type. Now, the Barrel reminds me nothing of the water type. It's literally just like the Duke, which is a normal type by the way, so it should probably still be a normal type. Now, I know that it can learn moves like Surf and Waterfall, but Linoone can learn Surf, and that's not a water type. Number 1. Goomy is a Dragon type. Now, Goomy is weird. It's literally just goo, but it's classified as a Dragon type. Now, I do know that it evolves into Goodra, which is quite clearly a dragon, but its pre-evolution Goomy is absolutely nothing like a dragon type. You may argue that Sliggoo looks nothing like a dragon type as well, but it has more of an appearance of a dragon type. It's like not there, but it looks more like a dragon type than Goomy does. So that's why Sliggoo isn't here as well. But Goomy is absolutely ridiculous. If you look at the other Gen 6 dragons, then you can see things like Zygarde, that's quite clearly a dragon. Noivern, that's also quite clearly a dragon. Even Noibat, it's clearly a dragon type. But Goomy, no. Like I said before, Goodra, that makes sense. Sliggoo, it's like in the middle of making sense and not, but Goomy makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm confused about it. So there we have it. My top 10 Pokemon types that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Do you agree with my list? What Pokemon do you think should be on this list? Let me know in the comments below. That's it from me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, you should hit that like button and subscribe button as it helps out the channel a lot. That's it for now, so keep on catching.